I can hold can't seem to find the right word. You have to let the Spirit have His way. I can't say a word. If I can't say a word, then I just wave my hands. If I can't say a word, if I can't say a word, just wave my hands. I get so full. I will explain if I could. Just that. Good morning, good afternoon, guys. Well, I think of His love for me. When He was there for me. Okay, I'm trying to find y'all. Where y'all at? Weekends. His favor leaves me breathless. Good morning, good afternoon, guys. Make sure you share the post, tag somebody in this post that you know need to hear it. I appreciate you guys popping on today. Thank you so much for being patient with me. I have to be honest with you. I'm getting confused with my days. I'm just going to admit it. It just is what it is. But anyway, my name is Misha Lee, and welcome to Moja in the Mornings. Even though it's afternoon, it's still Moja in the Mornings. Guys, I hope you guys love my posts. I absolutely love you guys. I wanted to do something to make you feel good, to make you feel happy. But listen, let me tell you something. The truth about it is this. There are times in our life when you just can't even say a word. It ain't nothing that you literally could say to anybody to help them to understand what you're going through and the place that you are in your life. And that is so true. I found myself over the last 60 days having to deal with things I never thought in my entire life I would have to deal with all at the same time. But guess what I know? I know that as long as I have the right conversations, I'm finna go in this morning. And for those of you that's gonna catch me on replay, go ahead and grab your tissue box because we're going in this afternoon. One thing that I learned in all that we go through, it gets rough out here sometimes. This coronavirus has ripped through our communities, it's ripped through our lives, it's torn apart the foundation of everything that everybody else thought was the most solid place in the world, which is the United States. I mean, literally, Shadaboho Sunday. That thing that came through here and literally shut the United States down, and punched the government in the gut and made them start kicking out money they had no intentions on spending. I mean, this thing right here, it ain't no joke. It ain't no joke. It came through. But I'm going to tell you something, that have to deal with that and still have to deal with life in itself. In 60 days, I've lost 2 first cousins. Two. Neither one of them had nothing to do with the coronavirus. And I'm going to tell you something. It makes you, when you go through a loss and when you go through things, and I want you guys to identify this with me, whether it's your children, your husband, your wife, your boyfriend, your girlfriend, your spouse, your partner, your mama, your daddy, your cousin, whoever it is, your church member, your preacher, your doctor, whoever it is, your job, the people you work with, your friends. When you go through things, it's crazy, because we are tried by fire. And we are tried by fire. And a lot of times, because life, we think about our finances, we think about things like this. But I'm going to tell you something. Situations that you go through, like the stuff that I've had to deal with and my families have had to deal with, we have been tried by fire. But I'm going to tell you something about fire. A unique benefit of fire is fire purifies things. It purifies stuff, all the stuff. See, we think this 30 days in the beauty industry has been about us losing money. My clients ain't getting my hair done. Let me tell you something. Your clients just as scared as you are. They just as concerned for their life as everybody else. Now, I know y'all need y'all hair done. God knows I'm ready to get back to work. Y'all have no idea. I love doing hair. Doing hair for me is just not a job. It's what I love. I've been passionate for it with the same amount of fire for over 30 years. But let me tell you something. Fire purifies things. It makes you get into a whole reality check. I have seen things come out in me that I didn't even know existed. I've had talents and gifts that have been exposed in me under this fire that I didn't even know existed. But the one thing that I've realized over this last 30, 60 days that I've been going through the stuff that I've gone through is there are three things, three, not five, not six, not seven, not eight. I'm not even finna put you out there like that. It's three conversations that should be mattering to you most right now. Three. Three conversations should be mattering to you most right now. And I'm going to tell you who they are. And I ain't selling nothing. Ain't nothing for sale. I ain't dropping no links down. I'm not asking you to follow me. It ain't none of that. I'm finna give you something that I done got. And it was downloaded into me. And I'm passionate about this thing. Number one, you need the conversations that matter the most right now is you talking to people that you know are your support system. Whether that's your children, shut up, Lord, thank you, Jesus. Whether it's your children, your family, your wife, your husband, your boyfriend, your girlfriend, your lovers, whatever it is, your partners, those people right there, you need to reinforce those relationships right now. I don't care what you done been through. I don't care what they said. Stop going to bed, sleep mad. Stop it. Stop going to bed, sleep upset. Stop it. Even if you don't agree, before your head hit that pillow at night, you better tell them, look, I know we're not in a good space right now, but I agree to disagree. Because it's time out. You got people flooding the timeline, selling y'all stuff, trying to get you to do this and that like that. Right now, this ain't my focus is really you. I love y'all. I love you because y'all don't realize that some of the times I done looked in your timeline, I done looked at your comments, so I done seen you show up, and that thing that gave me life. Stop going to sleep mad, and those people that are closest to you, just because you disagree with them, you done had an argument with them, y'all done fell out about something, it's time to put that stuff down. It's time to put that down. Stop going to bed mad. Reinforce those relationships that you have that you know are supportive of you. Just because they don't do what you want them to do all the time don't mean they don't support you either. See, sometimes you be wrong. Sometimes you need somebody to tell you no. Sometimes you need to tell somebody to tell you, whoa, 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 whoa. Sometimes you need somebody to tell you, no, not right now, baby. Sometimes you need somebody to tell you, I just ain't got it. You know why? Because sometimes God only wants him to be the person to give it to you. So reinforce those relationships. Stop walking around here with an attitude. Stop shutting down your bed and telling them that they can't get nothing until you get something. Keep on. Keep on. Keep on playing them games. That support system get too small, you ain't gonna know what to do. Reinforce your relationships with people. Resolve your issues today. I don't know who this is for. I don't care. I don't care how long you've been mad at that person. I don't care what they did with you. You know people that support you. Sometimes the people that support us the most hurt us the most. And we get caught up in our feelings and don't want to forgive them. You better get out that unforgiveness. 2020, let me tell you something about 2020. Now, 2020, a lot of people thought that 2020 was going to be the day. Oh, my eyes going to be seeing, my vision going to be clear. Let me tell you something what 2020 doing. 2020 uncovering. 2020 uncovering. You going to see. You gonna see, and what you better be seeing is who is the people that's in your corner, who is the people that support you the most, who are the people that you need to be reinforcing those relationships with. You need to sit down with yourself, not with your best friend, not with your cousin and them. You need to sit down with yourself and say, you know what, I need to let this go that happened between me and them, because the truth of the matter is they really did love me. You hurt people that you love all the time. You ain't perfect. You hurt people that you love all the time. And some of them don't say nothing to you about it. Reinforce your relationships with people. Number two, these are conversations. These are the three most important conversations you need to be having right now on today. Reinforcing the relationships that you know that support you. Number two, you need to get a relationship and have a conversation with God. Now, this is for people that know that God is real. Now listen, I get it that you get down on your knees, you shadabohokoramata Sunday, you got holy water throwing everywhere, you got oil spots all over your house. I got that you can get so hype about your prayer that you want to do cartwheels and run up and down the road. But let me tell you something. You need to walk into your private closet, whether it's your bathroom, your kitchen, or wherever your space is. Mine, I have to get my face in a corner like this. I don't know why, but I have to. You get in your space and you start, you worship God, you open up and thank him for his goodness. You thank him for his mercy. You give him praise. You worship him on his goodness. And then you ask him one question, God, what I need to fix? Stop throwing everybody else under the bus first. Put yourself out there. Ask him, God, what do I need to fix? That conversation right there with you gonna go a lot further than anything else. You don't need to be praying about no money. You don't need to be praying about no job. I'm gonna tell you something. The Bible says that God says that when he anoints you, the word says that everywhere the sole of my feet is blessed. Y'all better go and look at the prayer of Jabez, expand your territory. See, you already blessed and anointed. You already a child of his. So it's things that come with it. Your children don't have to come and say, Mama, protect me. My babies, them babies of mine, they ain't none of them got no days to pick up no phone and say, Mama, pray for me. They ain't got that done. Ain't none of them got no days and say, Mama, would you feed me? Ain't none of them got no days where they got to come to me and say, Mama, I'm in need. Because Mama already looking. She already, shoo, Mama already looking. Daddy already looking. Daddy already see that that baby needs some new shoes. Come through. See, we asking for God, things from God that we already know he gonna provide. And I have to think, now, if my children come to, my baby walk in here, I don't care how old they is, and they come in here and say, hey, Mama, how you doing? I look at their feet and they got holes in their shoe. Baby, this all it's finna be. Come on, let's go to the store. Let's go. Where my keys at? That's all it's finna be. It ain't gonna be no, Mama, will you buy me no shoes? If I see that my child out here and ain't got nowhere to sleep, it ain't gonna be no bed. Where you staying? Ain't gonna be none of that. Get on in here. And so I have to think that if my children would come to me and say to me, Mama, can I have something to eat? I'm gonna look at them like they crazy. Why would you even ask me something like that? That food I buy in there is for you. I think that sometimes I understand that we try to be thorough and we try to be 100, but I think sometimes I'm not going to say waste our prayer time, but I think sometimes we misdirect our prayers when it's time for us to come to God, because some of the things that you asking him for, baby, he already provided for you. Some of the ways you asking for him out, the door is already open. The key is your believing that he already got a door for you. Now, if you need to have a conversation in your mind with him to hear come out your mouth, Lord, help me to pay my bills, then do what you got to do. But I get up every morning, knowing two things. I ain't got to ask Rita Green for nothing, because Rita Green paying attention to everything I do. And if she see a need, she be like, come out here. What's going on with you and them kids? Every morning I get up and I know that God got me. And I'm not arrogant and I'm not big-headed, but I know he got me, because it's no way in the world I would have gotten to this space. It ain't about what I ain't got, it's what I do got. I'm 52 years old and I got my health and I got all my children. I got my mom and my daddy. What more could I possibly ask for? I got people that I know love me and support me. What in the world could I have more? Money can't buy those things. So start having those conversations with God and ask him, God, what do I need to do? See, we always come into him and ask him tell him what we need him to do. But we need to start asking him, God, what do I need to do? What is it that you need me to do right now today? What is it that I need to work on me? Not my husband, not my husband. He doing whatever he doing. God, what do I need to do? It was only when I started having those conversations that I started seeing the sunshine. It was only when I started having those conversations that I started getting peace that surpasses all understanding. And we need peace right now in this day and time. We need peace. And the third conversation that matters the most to you right now in this time that we're going through is your conversation with yourself. Let me tell you something. Y'all can look at me like I'm crazy. Y'all can say what I say don't matter. And that's fine. But I'm going to tell you something right here and right now. And you can write this down because I'm putting it all out there for the whole wide world to see on the web. Your conversation with yourself is one of the most important conversations that you have all day long until your head hit that pillow at night. Them words that you talking to yourself, and so you might think that you don't talk to yourself, but yes, you do. You do it all day long. You do it all day long and don't even realize it. When they tell you that you need to lose some weight, and you say, well, okay, well, I do need to lose weight because my blood pressure up and I got sugar, but shoot, I ain't gonna do all that hard. That's that conversation right there. There go right there. Well, I'm fine the way that, and you convince. Let me tell you something. The world ain't got to convince you or nothing. You convince yourself of what you convince yourself of. How many conversations have you had when you looked in the mirror and said to yourself, you know what, I do need to lose a few pounds because I need to get my waist trimmed. If my waist look like this, I can fit my clothes a little bit better, but I ain't gonna worry about it. You having constant conversation with your dialogue with yourself go on all day. But what are you saying to yourself? What are you saying? What kind of conversation? What are the words that are coming out of your mind into your mind? Saying to your mind? What are you saying to yourself? It's people out here right now that's looking at me right now. You got a calling on your life, but you sitting around and won't move because somebody else ain't told you that. I don't understand how that works. I don't understand how that works. Because when you got a calling on your life, and I'm not just talking about getting in the pulpit. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about a calling to open up a particular type of business, or a calling to go help somebody, or a calling to support somebody, or a calling to move here, do here, whatever it is that you're supposed to be doing, that had that conversation on the inside of you, a calling that you're supposed to marry somebody, a calling that you're supposed to connect with somebody, a calling that you should reach out to somebody, or sometimes you'll get a brilliant idea and you won't even let it get off the ground because the first thing you say, they ain't gonna talk to nobody like me. They are a superstar, or they are me, honey. Me, myself, and I won't have none of them conversations. We can have that. We can do that. You have to start saying yes to yourself in some areas and no to yourself in other areas. You say yes to yourself in comfort. You say yes to yourself to anything you're familiar with because it's easy. You know how to do it. You comfortable here. You can handle this little space right here because this your little space. And you say no to the growth. You say no to the opportunity. You say no to the realization that you can be whatever it is that you want to be and have what you want to have. Y'all hear this stuff all the time, but I'm taking it all the way to the root. It don't start with you paying for a coaching program. It don't start with you paying for a mentorship. It don't start with you taking no classes. It start with you having 3 conversations. Matter of fact, I love my friends and support system, but 100% it start with 2 conversations. That conversation you have with God, not at him, it's a difference. We don't see praying at God is coming to him. Oh God, Lord, this person did this. Yeah, he your friend, but have a dialogue with him, which requires you to shut up and listen. It requires you to close your mouth, have a few minutes in between your prayer and listen, because he's always speaking. He's always speaking, but he done learned you enough to know that he have to sit back and wait his turn. He got to sit back and wait until you're done. He got to sit back until you calm down so he can tell you what you need to do. I can't tell you how many times I done fell on that floor and then went into the room and was hot fire mad, and I was praying at God about my situation, and he ain't opened up his mouth. And the moment I sat down and started crying and broke down in my weakness, is he said, are you done? Now what you're going to do is get up, and this is what we're going to do. And that's how he talked to me, because I'm an Aries. I'm a female, and I'm 100% woman, and you know how we do. So at the end of the day, your prayer can't be to him. It got to be with him. So I've learned to go to God in my frustration, in my anger, in my brokenness, in my weakness. Lord, I don't know what to do. Lord, I can't. What do I need to do? That's it right there. Add that. What do I need to do? See, we get so dependent on our abilities out here that we forget that we need to keep relationships healthy. We need to take care of ourselves, and we need to make sure that we got a clear communication with God. It don't take all day. Some of us, listen, I don't judge nobody for how they do what they do. But I'm going to tell you something. If you take these tips that I just gave you today and use them, start using them right now. Reach out to people, settle this mess, settle the nonsense, let it go. And if it requires you and that person to shake hands and part ways, so be it. But let it be done, everything done in decency and with peace. And with when you leave them, and when they leave you, don't be over there with the other people. Well, yeah, I had to let them go. See, now you back in the mud again. No, we came to an agreement. We fine. We good. And you need to genuinely be passionate about that thing. You need to be uphold that, because some things do end, reason, season, lifetime. But I have a tendency to believe that it's more of a lifetime if you want it to be. It's seasonal, but all that thing can progressively grow into a lifetime. Sometimes you can have experiences with people that can grow into a seasonal situation, that can grow into a lifetime situation, but that's a whole nother life. So today, take some time, reach out to the people that support you, settle your differences, stop going to bed mad, stop laying down mad, forgive each other. I know that sounds very cliches, but I'm telling you the truth. You got to forgive each other. You got to forgive each other and move on, and stop holding people past against them. Stop it. You holding people past against them is your insecurities. That's not their problem. Because I'm going to tell you what you ain't going to do. You ain't going to undo the past. I don't care who you is. I don't care how many titles and stripes you got on your shoulder. You ain't finna undo nobody past. You ain't finna do it. Stop it. Because you're making yourself miserable and you're tearing down something that could be great. Let it go. You can't do nothing about it. They can't do nothing about it. You being mad and insecure about it, that's your problem, not theirs. You need to get it together, because see, what you don't understand is they've already lived through their past. Why are you making them relive it over and over again because of your insecurities? That's crazy. You killing something that could be good. You destroying something that could be strong. You tearing something apart that could be amazing. Stop tearing up your own floors, because you're the one that's going to fall through it. I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for joining me. Make sure you share this post on your page. Tag somebody in it that you know that need it. And of course, I help beauty salon owners make money during this pandemic. If you're in the beauty industry and you need to know how to make money with no money, you need to hook up with me. Get in my DMs. But I'm not selling anything, and that's not what important. I just want you to know who I am. I love you guys on today. Go have them conversations with God, yourself, and the people that you know that love you, so you can get on your feet and you can do the things that you know you need to be doing right now today. Okay, guys, I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.